Next question, investment account. Mr. Vijay has invested in 12% debentures, face value 100. Interest is payable on 31st March, that is annual interest each year. Transactions for 1920. Transactions are given with X interest and cum interest. Additional information given is on 31st March, market price of debenture is 108 each. So we have to prepare 12% debentures account in the books of Vijay for investment in VM Limited. 12% debentures account. Accounting year is 2019-20. Now before coming to the solution, let's have some working regarding number of months for which the investments are held. 1/4/19 is opening balance. That means accounting year closes on 31st March each year. So accordingly, our accounting year will start from April and will end on March. So April to March is our accounting year. So we have written 1920. So for calculation of interest, X or cum interest, we need to find out number of months of each transaction. First transaction is 1/4/19. Okay, and interest date is 31st March. That means before 1st April interest was paid, and after 31st March interest will be paid. So we have to find out number of months up to each transaction after payment of interest. म्हणजेच इंटरेस्ट देऊन झाल्यावर या तारखा आहेत त्या तारखांपर्यंत किती महिने कंप्लीट झालेत ते आपल्याला फाइंड आउट करायचे. पहिली आहे 1/4/19 1/4/19 0 months. नेक्स्ट डेट इज 1st June 19. 1st June म्हणजेच मे महिन्यापर्यंतचे महिने काउंट करायचे. जूनची 1 तारीख आहे, जून काउंट होणार नाही. सो एप्रिल अँड मे 2 महिने इथे येतात, 2 months. नेक्स्ट इज 31st October. स्टार्ट फ्रॉम एप्रिल 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 31st आहे, so October. Total 7 months. October and 31st date. So we need to calculate from April up to October. Total number of months is 7. And next date is 1st January 20. January 1st date. So calculate up to December. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. 9 months. So this way interest calculation is for 2 months, 7 months or 9 months, and on opening date there is no interest calculation because on last day only interest was paid. So now let's start. After calculation of months, date is 1st April. To balance brought down, quantity is 500 and face value of one debenture is 100. So total face value will be 50,000. There is no outstanding interest and cost is 500 at 110. It's X interest. So amount is 55,000. Sorry. Yeah, 55,000. Now this quotation is X interest, but interest was not due. It is for nil. So even if this quotation is X or cum interest, our posting would be same, 50 and 55,000, because interest is not outstanding. X and cum interest amount changes only because of interest due, and here interest due is for 0 months. So in cost column it will be 55,000 only, even if the quotation is cum interest. Okay. Next date is 1st June 19 on debit side, because debit what comes in. Investment is our asset. So when it is purchased, posting is on debit side, and when it is sold, posting is on credit side. To bank, 800 at 109. So 800 into 100 equal to 80,000. 109 is X interest quotation. So calculation on 1/6/19 working note, 800 into 109. So cost will be 87,200. Okay, and next working is interest due. Interest due will be on face value 80,000 into debentures are 12% debentures, so 80,000 into 12%, but number of months are 2 only, so into 2 by 12, it is 1,600. So transaction purchase 800 at 109. So 800 into 100 equal to 80,000. 800 into 109, it's 87,200, and interest is on 80,000 face value at 12% for 2 months. It is 1,600. So it is posted in interest column 1,600. Okay, after this, next date is 31st October. Again purchase. So debit side 31st October to bank. Quantity is 1000 and face value is 100. So face value will be 1 lakh on 31st October. 1000 quantity into 108 equal to 1,08,000, and now the quotation is cum interest. That means this 1,08,000 is including interest. So for posting purpose, we need to separate the cost and interest. So 1000 into 108 is 1,08,000 less interest on 1 lakh at 12%. 1 lakh is face value, 12% is interest annually, into number of months are 7. So into 7 by 12, it gives interest amount of 7,000, and 1,01,000 is X interest cost. So now calculation is 1,08,000 total amount paid, 7,000 interest, and 1,01,000 is X interest cost. तर ह्यातली पोस्टिंग घेताना 7,000 इंटरेस्ट हा इंटरेस्ट कॉलम मध्ये येईल, आणि 1,01,000 हे येतील कॉस्ट कॉलम मध्ये. या दोन्हीचं पोस्टिंग करत असताना इंटरेस्ट काढून झाला की तो सेपरेटली या कॉलम मध्ये येतो, आणि इंटरेस्ट लेस होऊन जी अमाऊंट येईल ती कॉस्ट कॉलम मध्ये येते, कारण कॉस्ट कॉलमला नेहमी आपल्याला एक्स इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट घ्यायची असते. याच्या आधीच्या ट्रान्झॅक्शनला आपण काय केलंय बघू. याच्या आधीच्या ट्रान्झॅक्शनला आपण 800 into 109 87,200 हे डायरेक्टली इथेच घेतले, कारण ती एक्स इंटरेस्ट कॉस्टच होती, आणि मग इंटरेस्ट फक्त सेपरेटली काढला. आत्ताचं कम इंटरेस्ट कोटेशन असल्यामुळे यातून इंटरेस्ट 7,000 इथे वेगळा घेतलाय, आणि लेस करून जी एक्स इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट आली ती या कॉलम मध्ये घेतली. ओके, सो एक्स इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट should be transferred to cost column and interest should be shown separately. Okay, next date is 1st January 20. It's sales. So on credit side, 1st January by bank 1,200. So it's 1,20,000. One 120 1200 into 107. This is X interest. So we can transfer directly to cost column. It's 1,28,400 in cost column. And for interest calculation, face value is 1,20,000. Interest is always calculated on face value into 12% into 9 months, 9 by 12. So 1,20,000 face value into 12% interest for 9 months, it's 10,800. Okay, 10,800 is interest for 9 months, and X interest cost is 1,28,400. So after posting for face value, interest and cost, this is sales transaction. So there must be some profit or loss. So next working is calculation of profit or loss. For profit or loss calculation, there is one formula. Cost of investment is equal to total cost upon total face value into face value of investment sold. You can calculate this by alternative method, but for this question I am showing using this formula. Cost of investment equal to total cost upon total face value into face value of investment sold. Putting values, total cost is cost of investment purchased till date. So it is 2,42,200. It is cost inclusive of 55,000, 87,200 and 1,01,000. So 242,200, 43,200 is cost upon total face value is 50 plus 80 plus 1 lakh. It is 2,30,000 into face value of investment sold. It is 1,20,000. So 2,43,200 upon 2,30,000 into 1,20,000 gives 1,26,887. It's 886.9. So we will consider it as 126,887. This is cost of investment which is sold, and our selling price is 1,28,400. Cost 126,887. Difference is 1,513. Now let us see whether this is a profit or loss. We sold at 1,28,000 something and cost of investment was 1,26,000. म्हणजेच 1,26,000 ला घेतलेली इन्व्हेस्टमेंट 1,28,000 ला विकली. म्हणजेच जास्ती किमतीला विकली आहे. मग जास्ती किंमत आहे याचा अर्थ profit on sale. So sales less cost equal to profit on sale. You can remember this by sales less cost. If the amount is positive, it is profit. If this amount is negative, it is loss. Or you can just compare cost and sales value, you will get immediately whether it is a profit or loss. So when it is a profit on sale, it is to be shown on debit side on same date 1/1/2. Profit on sale, it is transferred to cost column 1513. So for sales transaction, our working was first face value, interest and cost. As it is, this was X interest quotation, so it was transferred directly to cost, and then separately the interest is shown. Interest is 10,800. Okay. After that, to find out cost of investment, we used formula total cost upon total face value into face value of investment sold. Total cost is 243,200, total face value is 2,30,000, and investments were sold of face value 1,20,000. So 126,887 was cost of investment. After making adjustment for sales and cost, we collected the profit of 1,05,013. This profit is shown on debit side. If it is a loss, it should be shown on credit side. Now last adjustment is on 31st March, market price of debenture is 108. So before coming to this adjustment, we should make posting for interest on debentures on 31st March by bank. For interest on debentures, on 31st March, our net face value is 50 plus 80 plus 1 lakh, less investment sold is of 1,20,000. So we will collect interest only on the face value of debentures held on this date. So on 31st March, 50 plus 80 plus 1 lakh less 1,20,000. So it is 1,10,000 into 12%. It's 13,200 to be posted only in interest column. So while calculating this interest on debentures, we need to calculate net face value, total purchase plus opening balance less total sales. Here interest amount is 13,200, which is completely for 12 months. Okay, now last is closing on 31st March by balance carried down, and there is one adjustment given regarding face value. So before coming to that adjustment, we will close face value column and interest column. This adjustment is concerned only with cost column. So we can take total of face value column, it's 2,30,000 and balance is 1,10,000. So first column is closed. In second column, total is 24,000 interest column and balance is 15,400 on 31st March. It is always transferred to profit and loss account. This interest is transferred to P&L account credit side. So after closing first and second column, third column, that is cost column, let's take total of these all items. 55,000 plus 87,200 plus 1,01,000 plus 1,513. It's 2,44,713. So this total is final 244,713. Now while posting the balancing figure in cost column, now let us see this adjustment. This adjustment states that market price of debenture is 108. So we have to find out first of all cost on 31st March 20, cost of investment. Cost of investment will be balancing figure in this column. So balancing figure is 244,713 minus 1,28,400. It is 1,16,313. This is cost of investment as per our book value. And next is market value. For calculation of market value, our face value is 1,10,000 less, so divide by 100 and into market price is 108. So 1,10,000 divided by 100 into 108 gives 1,18,800. So here cost of investment is 1,16,313 and market value is 1,18,800. If we compare these two amounts, this is lower, so that should be considered as closing value. म्हणजे ह्या दोन्हीपैकी जी कोणती अमाऊंट कमी येईल ते अमाऊंट इथे बॅलन्स कॅरीड डाऊन म्हणून घ्यायचं आणि ते अमाऊंट लिहिल्यानंतर सुद्धा काही बॅलन्स आलाच तर तो प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर करायचा. म्हणजे जर मार्केट प्राइस कमी असेल तर हा आकडा आपल्याला इथे लिहावा लागतो आणि जर मार्केट व्हॅल्यूचा आकडा इथे घेतला तर आपल्या इथे डिफरन्स अमाऊंट काहीतरी येईल. मग जे काही डिफरन्स अमाऊंट येईल ते प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर करायचं. आता जे आपण इथे 1,16,313 घेतले यासाठी जो कोणता नियम फॉलो केलाय तो इथे नोट फॉर्म मध्ये लिहायचा. करंट इन्व्हेस्टमेंट्स आर valued at cost or market value whichever is less. म्हणजेच इन्व्हेस्टमेंटची क्लोजिंगची जी व्हॅल्यू आपण बॅलन्स शीटला दाखवू ही स्टॉकच्या नियमाप्रमाणे घ्यायची. कॉस्ट और मार्केट व्हॅल्यू whichever is less. आता आपली कॉस्ट कमी होती म्हणून आपण इथे कॉस्ट घेतली. जर मार्केट व्हॅल्यू कमी असेल तर आपण इथे मार्केट व्हॅल्यू घेतली असती आणि जो काही डिफरन्स येईल तो P&L अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर केला असता. त्यामुळे क्लोजिंग करताना फेस व्हॅल्यू कॉलम मध्ये कोणतीही इतर ऍडजस्टमेंट नाहीये. फेस व्हॅल्यू बॅलन्सिंग फिगर इज 1,10,000. इंटरेस्ट कॉलम ऑलवेज credit side total is higher because it is interest collected and balancing figure is transferred to P&L account. And last is cost column. For calculation of closing cost, compare cost of investment and market value and post whichever is less. And after posting this note is compulsory. So this is question with sales transaction, then annual interest and adjustment for closing market value.